Guys, another red flag. If a man don't like you, like Clay and Kenneth, Clay decided to jump on plates, sucking out all the plate, sucking out all the soup from the plate, tidying up the plate. The only thing was missing from Clay, what he needed to do was to tidy the whole beach. Because he had nothing else to say to AD. Hello everybody, it's your girl here, Missy Kalo. Guys, I hope you all had an amazing week because there was a lot to talk about, especially the rumors when it comes to Love is Blind. If you're new to my channel and you're watching Love is Blind, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. And the old people that love me on my channel, you two are welcome. And I just want to say thank you everybody that watched my previous review. I think it's going to 2K. As a new YouTuber, I really appreciate the video is doing very well with 2K, 2,000 view. Yeah, so that means I'm doing something right. Okay guys, today's video I'm going to talk about Love is Blind season 6 episode, is it episode 7 to 9? Yes guys, we're on 7 to 9. Whoever's been watching Love is Blind, you know there's a lot of rumors and there's been back and forth since after the show with Jeremy spotted with Jessica. I think I have to talk on that soon. And then you got Jimmy and you got Trevor. There's so many rumors. I'm sure you guys already watched videos or read it news about what's been going on with this Love is Blind contestants, what they've been doing after the program, and it's been a lot. So I'm gonna try and do a video probably after the season's done. I want to gather all the rumors and just finish each person. So I feel like that's what I'm going to do. But today's video, let's talk about episode 7 to 9 because I've got a lot to say and I'm coming for you, Kenneth. So guys, make sure you grab your drink if you haven't. I'm drinking orange juice. If you don't know, my favorite drink is orange juice. I like to mix with apple juice, but today I didn't. But I love myself some orange juice. Guys, grab yourself whatever drink you want to drink, whether it's wine, alcohol, soft drink, apple juice, whatever wine or vodka or alcohol, grab it because we've got a lot to talk about. Damn, especially Kenneth. So I'm going to talk about the important things that happened in episode 7 all the way to episode 9. Any other things I didn't find important, interesting, I am not going to talk about it. This is just me talking about things that irritated me, things that got to me, things that showed me sometimes or most of the time, love is not blind. Episode 7, we see Chelsea and Jimmy.
I know.
You are hard-headed.
Okay, already I'm seeing red flags. Like, I've been seeing red flags from the beginning when it comes to Jimmy and Chelsea. Already they're waking up. Jimmy's always, I love you, I love you. I feel like Jimmy's got nothing else to say to Chelsea but I love you, just to calm her down or just to shut up, because if not, she'll be like, you didn't tell me you love me. You didn't say I'm beautiful. She'll be crying. So I feel like this poor Jimmy, that's what he's going to be doing now for the rest of this episode. I'm sure you've all seen it. So he just don't want to upset her no more, to the point where he's just saying anything to please her. I don't even believe Jimmy believes in love anymore. I think at this point, love is just a word to Jimmy. It's not even an action, because he has not even proven that he loves her, but he keeps saying I love you, just to come out or just to shut her up. But Chelsea's not having it. Chelsea's thinking, do you really love me? Do you really love me? So we see Jimmy kissing Chelsea over, and Chelsea's like, do you really love me? I'm not feeling that. The next thing I see is Kenneth and Brittany.
Face. She is a black woman and she can relate to you, whereas like I identify as a white woman.
Talking about other couple. When Brittany was talking about other couple, I felt for her. She's trying to tell Kenneth, when I was watching other couple, I felt like we actually missed something. I don't see the connection between me and you the way I see with other couples, but she didn't want to say it directly to him. So she was discussing how great other couples look, how they look so great. Like, without actually saying like we don't look great. We don't look as if we're in love with each other. We're not touching each other. We're not kissing each other. We're not even saying I love you. So her admiring other couples, it was a way of her saying to Kenneth, I don't know. I'm not. Something's just not right about this. And then Kenneth's like, yes, I see. I see how AD and Clay, they're getting on well. I see a real connection. I don't know, but at this point in episode 7, I just feel like when I look at Kenneth, he just doesn't seem like he's bothered. And I was wrong in the previous episode about Brittany. Brittany have dated black men before. So I even thought the awkwardness was because Brittany didn't have never dated a black man before, and I know Kenneth has never dated a white woman before, a Caucasian woman, but I thought it was both. Both of them have not dated outside the race, but it turns out that Brittany has dated a black man before. So I'm thinking now, what is this awkwardness? Where is it coming from? We'll soon find out. And then the next couple I want to talk about is Laura and Jeremy.
That it's like what happened last night is not it.
No,
they had a conversation about the joke, and then Laura's like, you knew it was a joke. And I don't understand how you just went there and went and told AD about it when you know it's a joke between me and you. And the fact that Jeremy was like, he said like when they got to the hotel, or when they went back to the hotel, I think he went straight to another room or slept in another room, I believe. And gave her what? The silent treatment. Another red flag. Instead of sitting down, discuss it, they went through the whole night of a silent treatment, and then they decided to discuss it the next day. I'm not saying that it's not good to sleep with anger or disagreement. I'm saying it's okay, but you need to try and say something. At least go to bed knowing that we might have come to a disagreement, but everything at least is okay. Because I don't like silent treatments. I feel like silent treatment is a big red flag for me. It shows that this person will continue using the silent treatment on you when they're annoyed about something you've done to them. If they have a disagreement, if you get them angry, they'll just give you the silent treatment. Silent treatment doesn't need to go hours or days. Just silent treatment is not great. It's not great. It basically, for me, is a sign of unhealthy relationship. And that's what Jamie and Laura showed me with this joke of them, and then Jeremy giving a silent treatment. So for me, at this point, I don't think Jeremy and Laura is actually going to work out for me. I don't think it's going to work out at all. I'm going to skip Amy. I'm going to skip Amy and Johnny for now. I want to go into Kenneth and Brittany when they were on the boat. This is it.
See how I'm like always, do you like that? What is your view on physical touch?
I love it. It's a piece of security. When you touch me, make me.
These two are not going to work out. And it's not because of Brittany. I feel like Brittany does like Kenneth and she want to give it a go. Kenneth does not like Brittany. He's not in love with Brittany. I don't think it's anything to do with her race or because she's white. He's not attracted to her, full stop. So what gave it away for me on this episode was when they're sitting on the boat, the silence of the lamb. Let's drink to that. Guys, I hope you all had your drink. The silence of the lamb was on that boat. Kenneth did not know what to say to Brittany. Brittany did not know what to say to Kenneth. Are you trying to tell me these two don't have any more questions to give each other. So they've got no more data to discover about each other. Because remember, guys, dating is to collect what? Data. So they ran out of questions. Because when you're dating, you need to ask as many questions. There's never ending question. Yeah? Only real men have the answer. Only real women have the question, and only real men have the answer. If you're asking a man a question and he hasn't got the answer, he ain't no man. Because a man will always have the right answer to give to the woman that he likes. Okay? So Brittany had nothing to say. So did Kenneth. Silent. And you know what? Who came save the day? The Dauphin. Boy, that Dauphin came and saved the day. If it wasn't for the Dauphin, guys, I don't think we would have had nothing on that boat. They were just waiting for opportunity to see anything. A bird popped up. They would have discussed it. Even if there was another boat that went past them, Kenneth and Brittany would have discussed that boat. After talking about the Dauphin for how many minutes was it? 20 minutes? I think Love is Blind had to cut it down. And then they decided to lay down. The way Kenneth was laying down on that boat, you can tell his body language, he didn't want to be there. The way Brittany was touching his hand, he didn't want to touch Brittany's hand. His body language alone is not saying it. Even Brittany picked this up to the point she's like, you don't really touch me as much. Is your body language not touchy? Because my body language is touch. What is your body language? What's your love language? Not even body language. What is it? To the point where Brittany was like, what is your love language? My love language is touch. I realized probably your love language is not touch. Brittany, it's not that Kenneth's love language is not touch. He's just not attracted to you. She was like, I like the physical touch. And then he's like, yeah. Now I know that you like the physical touch. And then what did Kenneth do? Touch her like this. With the hand. Kenneth, you lie. Let's have a drink. Kenneth, you lie. You are not attracted to Brittany. Your body language says it all. Your love language is probably touch, but you don't want to touch that girl. That's what she's like. The physical is not there. I feel sorry for Brittany because she's getting all the red flags. I feel like right at the moment she's just ignoring it. She's just hoping he will change. She's gone to the point where she's ignoring the red flags, and now she's relying on hope that he will change or he will get better, because in the pod we had such a strong connection. It means that this guy has to be attracted to me. Because in the pod, she's going to be going back to the pod. She's going to be going back to the pod. And the conversation, the pod will be coming back to her head, and that's what's going to make her stay. That's what's happening, because she can see that this guy does not like her. Because she knows when a guy likes you, he will be all over you. That's my fault. Let's have a drink, guys. I don't see Kenneth being affectionate towards Brittany at all. I feel like he's not being affectionate because he's not attracted to her. And I don't think he will ever be. And the fact that Kenneth is like, oh, that's really Brittany. I have been told that I'm very affectionate by other people. Kenneth, are you trying to come up with something? Because what the girl is saying, that's what we see. You're not affectionate towards her. And you're trying to say you are. Other people see it really. I got my eye on you, Kenneth, because you can't fool us and you can't fool Brittany. Let's drink to that. Guys, if you have not grabbed your drink here, what are you waiting for? Let's talk about Clay and AD.
don't know, I really don't want to let you down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that, like...
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
They sit down for lunch now. Clay, did you not eat for a week? Was you not hungry? Let's drink to that. The way Clay took that plate and drank the soup out of that plate, that was embarrassing. And I know why Clay did that. Clay did that because he didn't want the soup to end. He wanted to carry on eating so he doesn't have a conversation with AD. That's why Clay was finishing that soup the way he did. Clay, seriously, he was finding every little thing to distract him to have a conversation with AD. And AD was sitting there like she's ready to ask more questions, but she's thinking, I won't get the right answer. I won't get the right answer. I'll probably will start correcting him. So let me just watch what this guy is doing. Let's drink to that. To the point where, Clay, you're doing what? You start tidying up the plates. It was that bad sitting next to AD. It was that bad. You didn't know what to say. You couldn't even say, babe, you're looking so beautiful today. So you didn't have any question to this girl, you only known her for how many days? Is it like a week and a half since when you went from the pod to the honeymoon stage? And you didn't have questions. So you ran out of questions. Seriously. I don't know what it is about Clay sitting down and doing what he was doing with the plates. He just looked so nervous. He just didn't look like himself. I'm thinking, he just looks as if he's hiding something. He just looks as if he just want to tell AD the truth, but he can't. Let's drink to that. So Clay starts saying this.
I don't know, I really don't want to let you down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that, like...
Is that what you're thinking?
And you say you don't want to let her down. So you're not nervous that you're going to let her down. So Clay, you don't have the confidence that this is the girl that you want to marry, that you want to give the world to, that you want her to trust you, that you want to show her value. You want to appreciate her, but you don't want to let her down. Red flag. Woohoo! Woohoo! Red flag, where are you? Woohoo! Clay just gave us another red flag. Seriously? You don't want to let her down. By saying that speech, you just let her down. By saying that speech, saying to me, you can't go through this. You're not ready. Now, AD, the reason why you asked Clay what is on your mind is because your intuition is speaking to you. Your guts is speaking to you and is telling you that this guy is full of a... He's full of what? Let's drink to that. Clay, you see what you made me do with my juice? Because you're full of... And I think AD is trying to run past that by giving you chances. What did I say in the last previous? Whoever watched my other video, I said it. I said if AD stays, she's going to start falling in love with what? Clay potential. She'll be falling in love with Clay potential. She'll be seeing potential and falling in love with a potential. Because this guy has not reached a potential yet. He has not met the potential. He's still a work in progress. And he needs to go back where? He needs to go where? To the therapy. Let's drink to that. He needs to go to therapy. He's like, oh, I don't want to let you down because my parents were divorced. I don't want it to happen to us. Clay, is your mum and dad you? What has your mum and dad's relationship got to do with your relationship with AD for you to say you don't want to let her down. Your parents have been through a lot. They've been through divorce. It's looking like you're having doubts. You're having doubts that you're going to stay faithful to AD. I said it. I said it. This guy's having doubt that he's going to stay faithful to AD. Clay, I got my eye on you. Red flag. Red flags. Clay. Got my eye on you.
About my ass helped you and Chelsea get to the next level.
This scene here about Jimmy and AD talking about the little fight or the little disagreement, not even a fight, the little disagreement he had with Chelsea about AD's body. It's like, you know what? If it wasn't for you, AD, I wouldn't discover that I have to tell Chelsea how many times I love her over and over and over and over again, just to shut up and to keep her calm, so I can just validate her so she can leave me alone. It was your ass that made me realize that I need to do that. I need to keep saying I love her. And then AD's like, whoo, I didn't know my ass had a solution. My ass has got a solution with everything. Guys, let's drink to that. I want to talk about Johnny and Laura having this conversation about Amy.
But not right now. Flexibility, we'll do what I want to do, take trips, like just us two together. Yeah. Don't have to worry about anyone else. I just always thought that like everyone was on birth control, like that's it. Because oh my, like, no, it's hormones change up your entire chemistry. Yeah. So I'm like, oh cool, like, you're on it. Bet that conversation's done, like
What's wrong with this season 6? Like all the men from Johnny, Jeremy, Jimmy, look at the J's. You had to look, Love is Blind, you had to give us all the J's for a reason. You gave us all the J's for a reason, yeah? You're just lucky. You're just lucky season 8 I'm not mixing their names up. You're very, very lucky, because I learned from my last episode, my last season actually. It's just Clay. I'm trying not to call him Clay. Let's drink to that. So all the men that you guys picked up, where did you get these guys from? Did you guys get, were these men walk into therapy or rehab and you decide to pick them off the street like you did the other season 5? That people that should be in rehab and going to therapy, you decided to pick them up and just dump them in Love is Blind, so you have people like us talking. With orange juice. Seriously. So all the men for me, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and Kenneth, red flags. I don't think anybody should say yes. Whoever's going to say yes in this season, psh, good luck. Because I'm not buying it. Even if you don't break up, I'm still not buying it. Oh, it just goes so quick. So, Laura and Johnny decided to have a conversation. Johnny, you know you got a song, right, Johnny? The kids song. You know, kids, they've got, and my daughter loves this song. It's Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa, telling lies, no, Papa. Because there was a Johnny last season, I was singing that song too. If you haven't got a child, you don't know about this song called Johnny, Johnny, go check it out on YouTube. Just write Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Then you know what I'm talking about. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth, no, no, no. It's about Johnny, Johnny that lies. Johnny, Johnny that like don't like opening the mouth so they can see the sugar inside, because the Johnny like to lie. Okay, Johnny and Lauren having this conversation now. Johnny, why are you not having this conversation with Amy? Why are you having it with Laura that takes in serious stuff and turns it into a joke? Because that's what Laura does. Laura takes serious stuff, then turns it into a joke. And then when it gets out of hand, then she'll be like, it was only a joke. Her and, what's his name? Jeremy. They just remind me of the Joker. Both of them. The Joker. I've got the woman version of the Joker. What's the woman version of the Joker's name, guys? Write it down. So we got Jeremy the Joker and the woman version of the Joker, and that's Laura. Okay, so Laura and Johnny has a conversation, and then Johnny's telling Laura that he's not happy that Amy is not on birth control, that she should be on birth control because he doesn't want to get her pregnant. He's not ready to get her pregnant. Let's drink to that. He doesn't want the little Johnny running around. He's not ready to sing Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth. Whoever don't have kids, don't know about that song, you guys are missing out. Because once you have kids, you're going to know all these rhymes, all these songs, and you're going to love it. Let me tell you, be having that conversation with Laura. Only Amy, because you're talking about somebody's body. Because birth control, not every woman can be on birth control. Okay? And it's going to be her decision. Now, you don't want her to get pregnant. Are you not using any protection? At this moment, Johnny, are you not using any protection? When did it become the woman's responsibility to make sure she don't get herself pregnant? Because she's going to have sleeping with a brick. Will Amy be sleeping with a tree for her to be only concerned about herself not getting herself pregnant? But you're not concerned about getting her pregnant to the point you're not doing something about yourself not to get her pregnant. Only Amy has to decide what she should take and put in her body so she don't get pregnant by you, Johnny. Because right now, Amy's what? Dealing with Johnny, the human being, or she's dealing with the tree, who she has to protect not to get pregnant. Because it's your responsibility as well, Johnny, to wear something. If you think condoms is not enough, go do something about it. I'm sure there's men contraception out there that you can use as well that will stop you from getting Amy pregnant. Then you don't need to have that discussion with Laura. And Laura's going to turn it to a what? A joke? Is that what you want? I was not happy with that conversation, Johnny, because that conversation is a serious conversation, which you should have had it with Amy first. Now I see red flags. Serious conversation you can't have with Amy, but you're good to go in there. You're good to go in there and discover how sweet it is, how lovely it is, and to say how much you love her, but you can't tell her, like, you know, I like going in there, but I want an extra support, and I want you to do it. Is that way it is, Johnny? Not happy. Be a man and find Amy and speak to her, because at the end of the day, it's her body. She should decide if she wants a baby by you or not as well. If you don't want that baby, she should decide she wants that baby or not. And you both discuss about it. But what I like about Laura, even though I don't believe Johnny should have had a conversation with Laura, but Laura said it. Laura said it. It's a conversation both of you should have. Not every woman can be on birth control. There's hormones that can affect women differently. So it's something that she needs to decide to be on. You cannot decide that for her, even if you feel uncomfortable. Whatever you guys are on, you don't think is good enough, you need to have a discussion, because at the end of the day, it's her body, it's her decision. That's what I like about what Laura said. She understands, because it's her body. And because you're talking about her body, you should have been talking to her about it. I'm so disappointed in you, Johnny. I really am. What kind of man are you talking about your woman that you're supposed to marry's body that is probably sacred to her, especially when it comes to things like contraception, to another woman? And then the woman tells you straight, not every woman can be on birth control.
Clay.
We're just trying to get aligned, honestly.
I have noticed that when he gets a little bit quieter, let him have his space. You just see him. He would go from bouncing around and being Clay to like kind of just like
oh my God.
locking down.
Oh my God, that just lifted a weight off my shoulder.
Spot.
AD, your intuition in your stomach, your guts is telling you the right thing. That Clay is full of so you want to get what? You want to get... What is it that you want? Because Clay is making it obvious that he's not ready. So you decided to sit down with Jeremy. So Jeremy can what? get your confusion out of your head, to 100% confirm that Clay is the one, to clarify things for you. That's what you sat Jeremy down. So Jeremy's like, oh, sometime when I'm around Clay, he might be happy one moment, and the other moment, he's in the quiet zone. He's in a knockout stage. He's in a knockout zone, like nobody's there. He's dead. He's in a la-la land. And then AD's like, oh my God, that makes sense. So when Clay goes into the la-la land, when Clay goes into his knockdown stage or knockout stage or blackout stage, it's actually normal, because I was finding this weird, because I'll be talking to him 1 minute and 1 minute he's like, he's a different person. Like, he doesn't want to talk, he's acting weird. No, so he's like that. He's like that to you guys as well. No, so I'm not the only one who think this nigga's crazy. Sorry, let me not say that word. This guy's crazy. So it's not just me who think this guy's crazy. No. Jamie, what is that about? You think Clay, 1 minute is happy, 1 minute is in a knockout state, that's normal. He's in a blackout state, that's normal. He's in a quiet zone, that's normal. That is not normal. That is somebody needs therapy. That somebody needs help. That somebody's dealing with trauma. That's why he comes out like 1 minute is happy, and when he realizes he's happy, he's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna mess up again. I am probably gonna cheat. Probably I'm gonna hurt this girl. Then he pulls back and then he goes in that zone. He starts thinking how he's gonna mess up, and he goes quiet again. Then he doesn't want to have fun with you guys again. That's what Clay is doing. Clay gets blacked out or knocked out, or whatever stage he gets into, the quiet stage, is because he's thinking about how he's gonna mess up the stuff for AD. That's what it is. He needs help. There's nothing normal about that, Jeremy. And then you, AD, your intuition is speaking to you. He's telling you that this guy's full of he needs help. And now you're saying it makes perfectly sense. There's no sense there. Guys, let's have a drink. And then Jeremy calls that thing Clay does, that thing Clay does, the thinking zone. Jeremy, that's not a thinking zone. That's somebody who's probably full of something that needs help. It's no thinking zone. Nobody needs to think like that. Not somebody you're having fun and then suddenly he turns into a stone cold something because he's in a thinking zone. That is somebody that's crying out for help. That's what it is. Stop lying to AD. I don't like that. I don't like that, Jeremy. I don't like that. Johnny and Amy were in a swimming pool and they had a conversation.
And I feel like they were very involved in my relationship, and I feel like they care too much and they're super overprotective, which I get to an extent, but it's hard not to get influenced when you're about to take such a huge leap in 4 weeks.
It is.
If I don't get my dad's blessing, I don't know if I can move forward.
Now, this conversation is very, very important because Amy's saying that she's scared and concerned about her family, especially her father. So her father is another red flag that may cause this marriage or this relationship not to even get to the altar. And if it does get to the altar, it's not going to work out. Because Amy said something very, very important. She said that, I don't think I'll go ahead with this marriage if my father does not approve of it. And one thing she said is very important. She said it is her fault because in her past relationship, she let her parent in a relationship make decision in a relationship. She let her parents influence her decisions in her relationship. She let her parents be involved too much in a relationship. And now she saw how unhealthy that was. Now she's trying to get them off her business or relationship, and it's too late. Because her parents are thinking, no, we're used to making decisions together. We're used to picking partners for you together. If we disagree, you should disagree. That's a major red flags between Amy and Johnny. Just imagine last week I couldn't see any red flags yet. And I didn't have much to talk about these two, but now I am. Because Amy, you cannot allow, you as a grown woman, letting your parents influence your decision in your relationship or have so much say in your relationship. Because that's your parents now. You need to let them go and do their own thing. They picked each other before you even existed. They picked each other without anybody's influence. So why are you letting these parents, when they picked each other, you wasn't there, you didn't influence both of them to pick each other to have you. Now you letting these two influence your decision in your relationship. It doesn't make sense because nobody influenced them to get together. And I think that's a major red flag, because I don't think Amy will know how to tell her parents to back off. Especially, like she said herself, she's going to get married in less than a month. She will know that their influence or what they think or the decision they're going to make as well is going to be very important, because she's scared. She's scared that she's going to get married to this person in less than a month and she doesn't even know if it's going to work. So she's bound to listen to other people. She's bound to give other people ears, especially her parents. Are you mad? Getting married less than a month and you're not going to listen to anybody else and just... You're going to listen to everybody. And because her parents already have a heavy influence in their relationship, I don't think she's going to go ahead. I don't think so. Let's drink to this, guys. Have you got all your drinks? Another concerning thing I found about Jeremy is when he was having conversation with Laura.
Yeah.
And I want her to know that, just because, like, I would still be friends with her outside of this.
My parents.
He feels like with Laura, it's more serious. She can put him into place. They have like conversation where they can solve conflict more than Sarah Ann. Sarah Ann was more fun. But this is where Jamie gave me another red flag. He looked around to see who's watching and he's like, I do want to see Sarah Ann. I was like, whoa. For Jeremy to say that he wants to see Sarah Ann, it means he's not attracted to Laura. It means he's having doubts about Laura. It means he does not like Laura, because no man who likes a woman, love a woman, will think about another woman. It means Jeremy does not like Laura. He already said it. Laura puts him to in his place. Laura is to have serious conversation, but Sarah Ann was more fun. So I feel like Jeremy is looking for fun. But he needs to understand it's not always jokey fun. Relationship is not always about that. That's how I saw him in the pod. I saw him as always joking. I didn't see any time where Jeremy was actually serious or asking serious questions. As if he was just there just to have fun, to be filmed, to gain some clout, to get some followers. Like, I swear to God, Jeremy, you just came here to get some attention. Please. To you to say that to Amy, that's a disrespect to Laura. That you want to see Sarah Ann. Because you know if Laura hears that, or any woman that loves you and wants to be with you hears something like that, that you want to see your ex. Because Sarah Ann is your ex. Even though you have not seen her kiss her, she's still your ex because you're dating in a pod. That's a disrespect. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Look. I want to talk about Kenneth and Brittany. This bit really got to me. So the honeymoon stage is now over. They've gone back to the city. So we see Kenneth and
We're gonna enjoy the food together. You feel me?
Yeah. Is the bed comfy?
Yeah, it's smooth.
Oh, it's memory foam. Do you have a preference on left or right?
Brittany. And Kenneth, as soon as they get to the city in their room, he wants her to cook. And the girl tired. Can you not just order takeaway like she said? Seriously, Kenneth, I'm not feeling you. Let's have a drink, guys. Now, this bit got to me. While Brittany is unpacking, she asks him, do you want to unpack? Let's unpack together. I'll do it a minute, baby. I'll do it in a minute, this Kenneth. And then Brittany comes again, like, how long are you going to be in the phone? Just a few minutes. This is a couple of email, you know. I know I miss, like, I know that when we didn't have a phone, it was lovely, it was good and everything. Now we got our phone, you know. I didn't know how much I miss my darling phone. And also I've got so many work, you know, so much work to do, so much work to do. And I need to check all my email. I haven't checked all my email, and I need to check it. Damn woman, I need to check my freaking email. And then Brittany's like, okay. She got on with it, unpacking. Brittany! Can somebody bring Brittany here? Brittany, come. Brittany Spears. Hit me, baby, one more time. Mm-hmm. Brittany, you don't do that. Now you're playing what? A masculine role. While Kenneth is playing a feminine role. Look, it's good to be independent. Girls, it's good to be independent, but we need to have our feminine self. We need to adore it and accept it, that we're a woman. That a man needs to be a man, a woman needs to be a woman. What Kenneth should have done is, if he was respectful and if he was a man, yeah, if he wasn't acting like a bitch, he would have said, you know what, babe, don't unpack. Give me 45 minutes or give me 30 minutes. We'll do it together. I don't want you to touch anything. Let me just check my email. You just come and lie down with me. Yeah? While I stroke your hair. Let me just go through the email quickly. But I don't want you to unpack by yourself. It's not fair. We need to do it together. We've been on this long trip together. We just got back together. Just don't touch it, babe, without me. That's all you had to do. Unpack together. Then leaving the damn girl do everything on her own while you're on the phone. It shows that you don't find that important. You don't prioritize both of you, because even if you had so many emails, you'll be so loved up to even remember you got email. Guys, another red flag. If a man don't like you, like Clay and Kenneth, Clay decided to jump on plates, sucking out all the plate, sucking out all the soup from the plate, tidying up the plate. The only thing was missing from Clay, what he needed to do, was to tidy the whole beach. Because he had nothing else to say to AD. Same with Kenneth. Kenneth didn't have much to say to Brittany, so he decided to go on his phone. Because no man that likes you, loves you, want to be with you, who even think about mails and emails and replying back, because he's going to be so busy admiring and adoring and saying how much he loves you and packing together, having so much fun. He's even forget he works. He's even going to forget he has a job. Let's drink to that. So Kenneth, I'm not buying that. Brittany, you should not have packed. Brittany, you should have said, you know what, Kenneth, I'm going to let you finish whatever you're doing on the phone, and we're going to do it together. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to know where I'm packing this stuff by myself. Don't just go and do it, because what's going to happen, you're going to be ending up doing what he should have been, the things that he should be doing, or the things that you should be doing together, because he's not being a man and standing up and protecting you and being there for you. You're going to be starting to do everything on your own. You don't get in a relationship to be doing everything on your own. Right? That's where your masculine traits comes in, Brittany. You become masculine. You're taking a masculine role, and he's going to take a feminine role. And that's what's going to happen. He's sitting there not being a man, and you're there taking his role. No, he needs to take a charge. He needs to take leadership. He needs to, no, you know, we came back. Okay, my wife to be, my fiance wants to unpack. What I want to be on the phone to check email. What is the best solution? He needs to come up solution. He's a man. He needs to come up solution that'll upset you, Brittany, because that's upset you. You said okay, but deep down you were hurt. Deep down that hurt you. That okay was. You need to stand up to him. You need to say this. No, I'm not having this. No way I'm unpacking by myself. Boy, you better put that phone away. We need to unpack together. But you couldn't do it, so you took on that masculine role and do it. I said it in the beginning. Kenneth, no, mom, I think mom passed away, so he didn't have a masculine, he didn't have a feminine role He didn't have a mother to nurture him. He didn't have that feminine role model in his life like his mother. So he's taking that on. Brittany, father passed away, I believe. Didn't have the masculine role in her life, her father, you know. So she had to stand up and take control and take that masculine role. That's what's happening right now. Missing mother, missing father. Now she's like the father, he's like the mother. Not having that. And the fact that you finish whatever you're doing, Kenneth, and then you go, I'm done, I'm tired, I want to go downstairs. And you leave the damn girl to continue unpacking and tidying and Brittany, I hope you didn't touch his stuff. Brittany, I hope you didn't touch his suitcase. Because if you did, let's drink to that.
Guy, always wouldn't go with women. My mom and dad were like best friends, but my dad still, my dad would take me with him to some of his infidelity trips. I've never seen a black relationship where the man is faithful. I'm always having the fear of like, can I just be with one person? I'm so grateful for the pod moment and like you helping me become a better person because I do love you, but there is demons that.
Like, when I was growing up, my dad used to take me to his cheating trips. He used to take me along, he used to tag me, he was like, hey, Clay, we're going to cheat tonight on your mom of 25 years. Do you want to come? Clay, do you want to come? And Clay's like, yeah, Dad, yeah. And then Clay's dad's like, to Clay, don't tell your mom. You know your mom's good. I love her. This is what you call love. The woman you love, you cheat on her. And Clay's like, yes, Dad, I'll come with you to the trip. And then Clay's dad's like, you make sure you don't tell your mom because it's going to hurt your mom, right? You know how much I love your mom. So if you tell your mom I'm taking you on these trips when I'm cheating on her, it's going to hurt her. So make sure you don't tell your mom. Make sure you lie to your mom the way I'm lying. That's how men are. Men are good at lying. We're good at manipulating good women, especially women like your mother. That's what Clay told AD. And AD's like, oh, how many more of this do I need to take? First of all, I took the plate. And now I need to take the fact that this guy used to go on a cheating trip with his dad and he used to enjoy it and he hid it from his mum. And apparently Clay said, my mum and dad were best friend, 25 years. Best friend. He loved like my dad loved my mum for 25. He loved you. He loved your mum. And then when my mum filed for divorce, my dad kept changing. I'm not changing woman. I've never seen my dad with one woman after the divorce. That's how you know that your dad needed help. And he was like, even celebrities like Will Smith, and he even named P. Diddy. Clay, you even named P. Diddy. I hope this video, when it was filmed, is before P. Diddy's court case that's happening to him. I hope this video, when it was filmed before this thing that he did to Cassie. His role models apparently is P. Diddy and Will Smith. And they're all cheaters. That's his role models. So Clay is trying to tell us he has never seen a faithful black man. He has never seen it. He's not even heard of it. He has not even read about any faithful black man before. So everybody in his life, every celebrity, even Jesus that he looks up to are cheaters. The guy's doomed. And he's like, yeah. We need to go therapy. We need to go therapy. Let's drink to that. Look, guys, my orange juice is done. After this, I didn't know what orange juice before I become an orange juice. Oh. You trying to tell me before you came on Love is Blind you didn't feel you needed help? Don't you know what your dad was doing is actually abusive? Don't you know what your dad what he was doing is actually abuse? He was abusing you. You didn't know? He's such a great dad. That's not a great dad. That's a terrible dad. That's emotionally abusing you because there is emotional attached to that. You have to lie. You have to go every night and lie. That's all feelings that you have to learn to hold, that you can't even tell your mom. You can't even cry it out. Like, it's emotionally abusing you. Because you can't let this emotion out. You can't even tell your dad the truth, how you feel, how the things he was doing affected your mum. You have to keep it inside. Because you're trying not to hurt your mum. And you not trying to hurt your mum, you're starting to hurt yourself. That is deep. Don't come and tell us that you need to go to therapy with AD. When did AD become your messiah? That the problems you have, the trauma you have, she has to stay or she has to go to therapy with you and discuss it and deal with this trauma and deal with your problem with her there. Why she has to be in the picture, Clay? You needed to deal with this problem without AD. You need to make sure when you come to Love is Blind, you are prepared. You are the real deal. You are ready. And now you're trying to tell us you got less than a month to get ready. Now Love is Blind has become your therapy. Now Love is Blind has become your therapy and AD has become your messiah. That she's going to start going to therapy when you're discussing how your dad cheated on you, how you've never been faithful to a woman before. Now you think that she's going to be there to help you and challenge you and make sure you don't cheat. This is how it is. Now I'm talking to all my black queen out there. Don't put yourself in a situation like this. Don't be messiah to any black man who's not ready for nothing. Don't do it. A man needs to come in your life and he needs to be ready. You cannot change somebody who does not want to be changed. You cannot heal somebody who doesn't even know that he needs help or needs healing on his own. You cannot provide that help. He needs to look for help himself. That's something I had to learn the hard way. He needs to learn himself and find his own help. You cannot be his helper. You cannot be his messiah. You cannot be his God. Only he can look for his God, his messiah, and heal himself. So no, Clay, AD is not going therapy with you because she doesn't need therapy. Maybe she does. Let's drink to that. And if she does, she doesn't need to go with you. You need an individual therapy, Clay. You need individual therapy about... Let's go therapy. We need therapy. No, we do not. Don't say we need therapy. You need to say, I need therapy for what my dad did to me. Mess up my head. But we need therapy. AD, listen to your intuition. Listen to your guts. Clay, from now on, he's not the one for you. Your intuition is telling you Clay's not the one and you need to listen, AD. He needs therapy and you can't help him. He needs to go out there and get his help. And when he's ready and if you're available, you can go back together. Because when he's ready and you're not available, don't wait for that man. Because you're not going to pick up that man's problem and becomes your problem. There's no way somebody's getting married brings their problem like this. The only problem you should be bringing is if it's snoring too much. That's the only problem you should be dealing with, AD, if he snores a lot. Not when he's cheating a lot. That's a different level problem. That's got nothing to do with you. I thought season 1 to 6 was getting worse, but this one is another level. I thought episode 1 to 6 of last week was worse. This episode, this week is even worse. I don't even know which one's worse. Jimmy, Jeremy, Clay, Johnny. Let's drink to that. Okay, guys, that's the ending of part 1 of episode 7.